How's everybody doing today? And as you can see, we're going to be rebuilding the Miami Marlins. And before we get any further into the video, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification icon so you know whenever a video goes live, since YouTube doesn't really guarantee that if you're subscribed to a channel you're going to see your videos in your sub boxes. And also let me know in the comment section below some other teams or rebuild challenges you would like me to do, because I definitely want to bring these more consistently to the channel. Let's talk about this Miami Marlins team that really cleared house in the offseason, getting rid of Stanton, D. Gordon, Ozuna, and Yelich. They really don't have any mainstays on this team anymore. JT Realmuto has been rumored to be kind of aggravated with the front office and everything, kind of wanting to, maybe itching for a move away since everybody left. You got Justin Bour at first, Starlin Castro at second. You got, I forgot the pitcher's name, who's considered a top 50 prospect, and then you also have a third baseman in Brian Anderson, who's considered a prospect, as well as Lewis Brinson in center field. But other than that, you really don't have that good of a mold to build this team around. Obviously in center field, Lewis Brinson is going to be the mainstay there, but outside of that, any player really could be moved. Their pitching staff really doesn't have that, like really have anybody. They do have Barraclaw as the setup, but outside of that, no real good pitching. So let's hop into this, see if we can turn this team around maybe in a season or two, and I'll catch you guys once I get the roster sorted. So looking at the roster right away, you see that we really don't have starting pitching, and starting pitching is kind of where we lack. You can see that we have Chen, Straley, Garcia, Despang, and also Urania. We do have Conley, but it's kind of a toss-up between Conley and Urania to begin with. We do have Trevor Rogers, who's that a potential top 50 prospect starting pitcher, but within a season or two, I don't see him really being any good in terms of being like immediate impact. So for trade value, he definitely could be a player that I move on to find an immediate impact player. So, and I'll talk about the positions that we're looking for. Relief pitchers, probably going to be one of those spots that we need to work on. We do have Barraclaw, we do have Whitgren, who's got B potential, Steckenrider B potential, but outside of that, we don't really have that good of pitching. Sean Burnett isn't someone I'm looking to bring up to the majors. I'm looking to trade him. He's 35. He's going to decrease rapidly, because once they hit like those mid 30s, they start to decrease in ratings pretty quickly. And I should have mentioned, we're going to be using the OSFM V1.5 roster that you can find in the vault. It's the most up-to-date roster you can find, since MLB doesn't update their rosters for franchise right away. So this keeps your prospects in. So you have Acuna, you have Bichette, you have Guerrero Jr., you have all the prospects that you can think of and updated rosters. So go check it out in the roster vault, OSFM V1.5. It's definitely the one to get. Closing pitcher, Brad Ziegler, 38. He's going to start decreasing. We need to find a new closer immediately. JT Realmuto is going to be that catcher that probably going to stay for a while. He's 84 overall. He does have C potential, so he's not going to grow that much more. But at 27, 84, I mean, he's a solid catcher, and he's not really someone I'm looking to move on unless I can like find a crazy trade that would give me someone better. Justin Bour, another player that he hits really well against righties, and I don't really see a reason to immediately change the first base position. Second base, same with Starlin Castro. He's good enough for right now, and unless I can find some crazy replacement that would immediately impact the team, I'm not going to move him on, nor am I going to look to replace him. Martin Prado is one of those players that I'm probably going to look to move on. Again, he's in the mid 30s, so he's going to start to decrease. And we do have Brian Anderson here, who's got a potential and has the ability to develop really quickly if given the opportunity. So I might get rid of Prado and let Brian Anderson start right away. That's the plan, to move him into that third base slot. Miguel Rojas is our starting shortstop, so immediately we need a new shortstop. Like there's no real player that we can move in that would fill the spot. JT Riddle, 64 overall, but only has B potential. So at the moment, we need a shortstop. Left field, Derek Dietrich, he's okay for now, but again, someone I'm going to look to find a replacement for. Lewis Brinson's going to be the mainstay. I want to give him as much playing time as possible. A potential, 72 overall, and only 23 years of age. And then Cameron Maybin, for right now, he's not a bad option to have. Decent contact, good speed, good reactions, decent fielding. So in right field, I'm perfectly fine keeping Cameron Maybin for this year, maybe even next year as well. Right away, I know I'm going to need another outfielder. We don't really have that good of a depth in the outfield possession. We don't really have good depth anywhere in the team. So we're going to need to add some depth to the squad. Martin Prado's probably out the door. Ziegler's out the door. Burnett's out the door. So for now, those are the players I'm looking to move, the players I'm looking to keep. And I mean, I could really trade anybody. So I'm going to make a few roster moves. We do have one spot available right now. I'm probably going to sign a free agent, and that's going to be an outfielder. So let's do that real quick. We're going to add an outfielder to the free agency, and we're going to make some trades. So you'll see the roster moves as they happen. So the left fielder I'm going to be looking to add, or just basically the outfielder, is going to be Andre Ethier. I know he's 35 and he's going to decrease, and I've talked about getting rid of players that are going to decrease over time, but it's just for a year. It's just a platoon spot, and there's really no other players that I could really add. Maybe Luke Valito, but maybe Luke Valito may be the option. I mean, Trace Thompson has got C potential, but he doesn't look too bad. And there's really maybe Luke Valito for a year for now might be the option. You know what? I'm going to do that. Yeah, let's change my mind on the spot. Might be the better option to add him to the team. Make sure he's in the majors right away. You know what? Let's just move him straight up to the majors. Keep him as a platoon player. I mean, stats wise, he doesn't look that bad. He's got B potential, 19 years old, 71 overall. Can play all across the outfield. Good speed, good fielding, decent hitting stats. Not a bad pickup to start right now. He's already considered a top 50 prospect as well. Hold on. This could be a pretty good pickup for us right now. I didn't even notice him right away, but he could be a pretty solid pickup for now. So we're going to make a couple trades like I said we would. So once I make those, I'll see you guys when that happens. So the trade that I found immediately fills a void that we had, and that was the closing pitcher void. And then we're going to find that in Aroldis Chapman. The Yankees closer, 30 years old, A potential, 91 overall. It's Aroldis Chapman. He's got 3 years left on his deal. So basically once this contract's up, I mean, he'll be 33 and I'll look to move on from him. But for the for the immediate impact, Aroldis Chapman is definitely the player that we need. He fills that spot that we have because I don't trust Brad Ziegler at all. We're getting rid of Sean Burnett, who is a player I was looking to move on for. We do have to get rid of Trevor Rogers, our top 50 prospect in a pitcher, but he's not going to be able to be MLB ready in a season or two, and we need this immediate impact that Chapman's going to bring. We're also getting rid of a recently acquired player that we get from I'm pretty sure it came from the Cardinals trade with Ozuna and Magneuris Sierra, but he's 59 overall. He's 21 years old. He's not going to improve to major league status in a year or two. So for right now, I'm perfectly fine making this trade. Aroldis Chapman's coming to the Marlins. He's going to be our new closer, a lefty in the bullpen, throws gas. This is a trade I'm perfectly fine with, and I'm liking it. So you know what? Aroldis Chapman, welcome to Miami. The second trade we're going to be making is with the Seattle Mariners for shortstop Segura. Pretty good contact, decent fielding, decent speed and vision. 79 overall with B potential at 28 years old. Not a bad instant, short fill of the gap that we need at shortstop. We don't really have anybody. Like I've said, Miguel Rojas is not good enough at all. And we're going to be using Martin Prado as part of the trade, as well as right fielder Isael Soto, who has C potential, and then Dylan Peters, who's got B potential, but he's already 25 years old and he's only 59 overall, so he's not going to make an immediate impact. And we need a player who can probably fill that leadoff spot, maybe that second spot in the lineup to hit, and also fills that gap at shortstop that we have. So Segura's joining the Miami Marlins. Second trade, we've already added that really good outfielder, so we're looking to make some really good moves so far. The third and final trade we're going to be making right before the start of the season is we're going to be adding Jake Diekman, the left-handed reliever from the Rangers. 31 years old, isn't going to grow that much, but for this season, it fills that relief role that we need. We also need another lefty in the pen. We're going to be getting rid of aging Brad Ziegler, Severino Gonzalez, who he could be decent, but for right now, I don't think he's going to improve that much. And also a C potential starter in Caleb Smith. We are giving up a couple more players than we're bringing in. but we're getting immediate impact players, and I feel like for right now we need another lefty arm, and Jake Diekman's not a bad option to bring in. To start the season off, we're going to be looking like this: Segura, Brinson, Bohr. I really wanted actually Castro in the 5 spot and then Real Muto in the 4 spot. So Segura, Brinson, Bohr, Real Muto, Castro, Valito, Anderson, and Maben. The same lineup basically throughout the whole thing. Castro and Real Muto going to switch. So those are going to be the lineups. On the bench, we got Dietrich, Holiday, Rojas, Giavitella, and also Cooper. And our pitching rotation looks a little bit better now with the additions of Steckenrider, or not the additions of Steckenrider, but the additions of Diekman and also Chapman. You can see Diekman's already up to an 80. So we got 2 lefties in the pen. Bearclaw's still there. And then Steckenrider looks pretty decent, who's got some pretty good potential. B. Whitgren's got B potential as well. And we have Tazawa and Brian Ellington. Our starters of Chen, Straley, Garcia, Despang, and Urania. Our starting 5 could definitely do a little bit better, but for right now, I think this is the way we're going to start the season, and I'll catch you guys at the trade deadline. So at the trade deadline, we currently sit 46-62. The Nationals are ahead in the National League East at 16 games ahead of us. So, I mean, not horrible, but definitely not the best. Cubs are first in the Central. Rockies are first in the West. Brewers and the Cardinals hold the wild card spot. In the American League East, the Red Sox and Blue Jays are tied. White Sox hold the Central. Angels the West, and then the Red Sox and the Blue Jays are in the wild cards. And then back to us with the Nationals leading us with a 16 game lead on us. Not the best. Let's check the disabled list, see how we're looking. Starting pitcher Ureña's there for 3 to 4 weeks. Not that great to see. And then nobody else from the majors is there. So we lost a starting pitcher. So I mean, we're not doing too horrible. Let's check the draft picks that we had from the draft. Potential of 94 is always good to see. So let's give him a deal. 89 as well for a second baseman. Give him a deal. 79, not too bad. You know what? We'll just give a deal to everybody. 83 potential. That's pretty solid. So 2 good starting pitchers there. These guys are at 60 potential, so not that great, but this dude's got speed. But 83 potential for him. He's already a 64 overall. 75 for him. 79 for him. 89. This guy's already a 66 overall and a 52 overall, who's got 94 potential. So that's great to see from our draft picks. Let's look at our pitching rotation, see how they're doing. Chen at 10-7 has a 2.72 ERA over 132 innings pitched. 93 strikeouts, 23 walks, and he looks like he's doing pretty good. Had 3 complete game shutouts, not too bad. Garcia 5-7 with a 5 ERA, 46 walks, 83 strikeouts. That's not great to see. Yeah, just decent stats, not that great. Straley's 5-7 with 4.19 ERA. Let's check out his strikes and walks. Again, okay, 102 strikeouts for 153 innings. Conley has only pitched 10 innings, so what? How many games has he pitched? He's pitched 2 games, 10 innings, 10 walks though, and 12 strikeouts, 1.74 ERA. So I mean, it's not too bad, but those walks are kind of disappointing to see. And then we have Despang with a 2-6 record and a 5.63 ERA. Bullpen looks pretty solid. Steckenrider, not that great for the ERA. Same with Tazawa and Ellington. So these 3 are kind of letting us down. Same with Bearclaw. Jeez, a 7 ERA. Ooh. Diekman a 4 and Chapman with the 4. Man, our bullpen seems to be letting us down the most, which isn't great to see at all. Lineup wise, we're doing pretty good. 2.74 ERA. Segura's up to an 80. Valito's up to a 74, almost hitting 300. So that's great to see that this free agent pickup is doing pretty solid. Justin Bohr's hitting 300 almost. That's nice to see. Castro 249. Real Muto's almost hitting 300. Dietrich's 264. Maben's 264. And Brian Anderson's hitting 206. And then Lewis Brinson's not hitting that great. 194. On the bench, I mean, not really expecting much from him. Giovatello is doing pretty solid, 312. But with any of these stats, guys, that you want to see, you know, their home runs or stuff that I was scrolling through them, you can definitely pause the video to look it up. It looks like we need some bullpen help, so let's see if I can make a move for some bullpen help, and if I make one, I'll show you it. If not, I'll catch you guys at the end of the season. So the free agent that I'm going to be looking to bring in is Trevor Rosenthal. I'm basically going to bring him in for a year. You know what, I'll bring him in for 2 years, $3.5 million. It was a pretty simple pickup. We definitely need relief pitching, and Rosenthal was basically the easiest fix to that spot. Apparently he's in AAA, so let me fix that. But yeah, it was just the quickest fix to the problem that we have of our relief pitching. Like, signing him to the majors already boosts him up to an 80 overall. He's got A potential. He's 27 years old. So maybe for the foreseeable future, he could be a really good addition to the squad. So let's get to the end of the season, see how we do, and hopefully make a splash in free agency. At the end of the year, we finished a pretty poor record of 70 and 92. Let's check the awards and stuff. So the awards, we won a Gold Glove. It was actually the free agent pickup that we did, but postseason MVP, we haven't gotten there just yet. All right, so quickly let's look at the awards for the end of the year. As I adjust in my chair, Cody Bellinger won MVP for the National League. JD Martinez for the American League. Cy Young went to Kershaw and Sale. Altuve won the batting title. So did Harper. Doolittle was the reliever of the year, and Seung-Hwan Oh was the American League reliever of the year. Rookie of the year went to Ohtani and Tyler Beede. Brian Dozier won the Hank Aaron Award, and so did Bryce Harper. And then Gold Gloves, I'm just going to go to the one I saw that we actually won, and that was the left fielder Luke Valito, who apparently is doing pretty good so far. So let's see if any injuries. No. League leaders, Corey Seager won the batting average. He hit 600. Oh, this has got to be this is postseason. Okay, so let's look how we finished the year. Wei Yin Chen finished 14 and 12, so he had a winning record. Only 36 walks and a 2.67 ERA. So he pitched really well, like really solid. Garcia 8 and 9, not too bad. Looking at his stats, yeah, I mean, he didn't pitch too poorly either. Straley, yeah, he's the worst so far. Conley 1 and 6. Yeah, those, like, he's literally averaging a walk for like 2 strikeouts. Like, it's just not going too great. I mean, he did a lot better in terms of his walks, because at one point he was averaging a walk per inning, but he did a little bit better. And Urania finished, yeah, his walks, the walks seemed to turned out to kill us. Despain got moved to the bullpen. He had a 5.5 ERA. Diekman seemed to kind of warm up towards the end of the year, had a 3.93 ERA. Did a little bit better, pitched 71 innings, had 44 walks, 15 holds, 6 blown saves, 80 hits. Whitgren seemed to turn it around. So it seemed like the second half, our bullpen definitely turned it around in terms of their performance, based on the just their stats overall. ERA for Steckenrider's kind of stayed the same, but even he kind of looked like he did a little bit better. Barraclaws dropped in rating, so yeah, his season was just abysmal. Trevor Rosenthal, in the time he came in, he pitched 11 innings, 7 walks, not great to see, a 5 ERA, so he didn't do amazing. And Aroldis Chapman definitely turned it around. 39 saves, probably had his worst season in terms of his career in wins and losses, but decent ERA, but probably not his best year, and that just comes down to probably not having a lot of good offensive support. Jean Segura hit, 269, 670 appearances or at bats, 180 hits, 28 stolen bases, 55 ribbies, and 13 homers. 327 on base percentage. Luke Valito's up to a 78. He hit 281, 5 homers, 46 RBIs, 20 stolen bases, 363 on base percentage, 385 slugging. This guy was an amazing pickup. Holy cow, he is proving to be really good. Justin Bour hit 293, 25 homers, and 70 ribbies. Not a bad year for Justin Bour. Starling Castro hit 253. JT Realmuto hit 275. Dietrich hit 272. Cameron Maben 275. Brian Anderson 215. Not too bad, but he's up to a 74 overall from a 67, so he went up 7 in 1 year. Brinson did not have a great year, hit 200, and he's down to a 70 overall. And then on the bench, you know, I mean, looks like we didn't perform too poorly. We just didn't perform amazingly. But Luke Valito is looking to be a really good pickup. Like, he went up 6 ratings, like, and just looks really good. Like, look at those stats: 84 contact versus lefties, 71 versus righties, 80 fielding. Like, he could be like a superstar next year, and we look like we don't need to fill that outfield spot that I was really looking that we might have to. Brinson's looking like he may need to be replaced if he doesn't start performing. Brian Anderson's starting to perform pretty well, even though he had 215. He's developing quite nicely. So far the team's developing quite nicely. We're gonna start. We're currently just kind of towards the end of the playoffs. So let's just simulate to the end of the playoffs really quick. See who's gonna win the World Series. The Astros defeat the Dodgers, so basically a repeat of last year, and the Astros won it. So we're moving into the off season. We're gonna basically need to replace our entire coaching staff. Beltre, Pujols, and Ichiro are going to be the new inductees into the Hall of Fame, and we're gonna move into the off season right away. Exclusive negotiations. Maben performed pretty decently, so we're gonna give him a $4 million, I don't know, like a $3.5 million deal over. We'll give him a year, $4 million. See how he performs. If he does poorly, let him go. If he does decent, maybe pick him back for another year. Jake Diekman, we're gonna let him walk. Yeah, we're gonna let Diekman walk, and we're gonna let Tazawa walk. Didn't really perform that great this year, and we're probably gonna be able to find a little bit better relievers in the free agency pool. For arbitration, the pitching wise, I offered Straley a 1-year, $4 million deal. It's kind of like if you do well, I'll keep you. If not, you're gone. Nobody else is getting a contract offer. Bearclaw, I'm giving him a 1-year, $1.5 million deal. He performed very, very poorly, but he may turn it around. Nick Whitgren is gonna get a 3-year, $2 million deal. JT Realmuto is gonna get a 3-year, $12.5 million, and Justin Bour is gonna get a 2-year, $6 million. And then the other one is Derek Dietrich, who's going to get a 2-year, $3 million. I offered the other players a couple other deals, but they're not really ones that I'm too specific about. I'm going to go through the tender contracts now, show you the main contracts that I want to show you all, and I'll catch you guys when those are done. For tendered contracts, the ones I really like that stuck out to me were Harlan Garcia. I decided to offer a 4-year, $11.8 million contract. He's already an 81 overall, and he's a lefty. He looks really solid. Steckenrider, I gave a 2-year, $900,000 contract to. And then let's see who else. Brian Anderson, our starlet at third base, 74 overall. I offered him a 2-year, $1 million contract deal. Luke Valito, our new left fielder, who looks to be like an up-and-coming superstar, 2 years, $2.2 million. A $2.5 million over 2-year deal for Lewis Brinson. And that's really the main ones for tender contract. Alrighty, so free agency is an absolute madness this year, and the signings I'm looking to make are big time deals to make the Marlins a possible contender. Andrew Miller, 6 years, $70 million. Paul Goldschmidt, 8 years, almost $220 million. Machado, 5 years, $140 million. Pedro Strop, 3 years, $24 million. and Tyson Ross only because he's the best starting pitcher in this free agency, 3 years for almost $15 million. Basically, it comes down to fingers crossed, let's sign somebody. Goldschmidt signs. That's a good start. 94 overall. Paul Goldschmidt signs with the Marlins. There we go. Strop signs 2 for 2. Let's go check our contract. See if we've got taken over by anybody. Doesn't look like we have. So you know what? We're just going to keep simulating. Andrew Miller goes to the Dodgers. That's a little disappointing. The Phillies signed Doolittle. Miller signs with the Dodgers. What about Machado? That's the big one I was really looking for. Salvador Perez to the Phillies, and Machado signs with us. There we go. 2 crazy signings. Goldschmidt and Machado sign this offseason. So our team automatically is looking so much better. Justin Bour probably going to be made into trade bait along with Brian Anderson to pick up 2 starting pitchers because we're looking a little thin on the pitching. Even if we bring in Tyson Ross, even if we bring in Tyson Ross, we still have Straley, Conley, and Arena that kind of fill that 4th and 5th spot. So I'm looking for 2 new starters if we bring in Tyson Ross, and Justin Bour and Brian Anderson are going to be made as trade bait for those. So I had to sim a little bit into the regular season to make a trade. None of the trades were going through, so we're gonna make Brian Anderson that a potential third baseman who really isn't getting any playing time because of the addition of Manny Machado, as well as the Rule 5 draft addition of Alan Hansen, who's got B potential and also got some crazy eyes going on there. But we're gonna put Brian Anderson and also a low rated pitcher, one of our worst rated pitchers, C potential, 58 overall, for Marcus Stroman, 87 overall from the Toronto Blue Jays. So we're making this trade to solidify our pitching rotation. We're going to make one more pitching rotation deal as well as a relief role. So we're going to make 2 more trades for pitchers, and I'll catch you guys once I get that done. Alrighty, next trade we're going to make is Justin Bour, Monte Harrison, and also JT Riddle. We are giving up a little bit in terms of youth prospects, and JT Bour is B potential, but we're getting Chris Davinsky from the Astros, 90 overall, 28 years of age, and B potential. Just can't pass this up. We really need the relief pitching, and this is going to solidify that. So now all I need is that starter, and once I get that trade done, I'll show you guys the starting pitcher that I found that really works for us. It probably could have got a little bit better of a pitcher, but 85 overall, Kyle Hendricks. For 2 of our pitching prospects, one of our better ones in Braxton Garrett and Matt Mullen, but 85 overall, 29 years of age, B potential. He just got some really good stats. So it's looking a lot better in terms of lineups. Let's take a quick look at it. Pitching rotation, once we get it all sorted out, Marcus Stroman's going to be added. And then Kyle Hendricks needs to be added as well. He's going to be taking out Straley. So, right away, you can tell this lineup is definitely improved. Stroman, Hendricks, Harlan Garcia, Chen, and Tyson Ross. Even the bullpen's looking nice. You got Strop, Davinsky, Barraclaw, Rosenthal, and Chapman. This team just looks really, really good. Maybe one more bullpen arm just to kind of solidify everything, but other than that, guys, this team looks amazing. Got some decent players on the bench, but yeah, overall this team looks really, really good. And wait, that's why. Okay, so like I was saying, I was confused because one of my players was missing and I couldn't figure out why. But overall, this team just looks really good. Segura leading off, Valito, this 80 overall player from nowhere, like Goldschmidt, Machado, Real Muto, Castro, Brinson, and Maben. We're looking like we're going to be a force to be reckoned with. I'll see you guys at the trade deadline. At the All-Star break / trade deadline, we're sitting 9.5 games behind the Nationals. In the wild card, we're sitting 1 game out, so we definitely need to turn that around. We're just on the brink of it, so let's check out how the team is doing. Pitching rotation wise, Stroman's looking really nice. as well as Kyle Hendricks. And Harlan Garcia is not too bad. Tyson Ross and Chen kind of our weak link, so maybe it's time to find a new starting pitcher to kind of solidify us, maybe a playoff spot in the second half of the season. The bullpen's looking pretty solid as well. Steckenrider's been one of those players that's been really struggling. Barraclaw's doing all right. Rosenthal's all right. Strope's all right. Chapman's doing pretty decent. He only has 9 saves, and that's because he was injured. He tore his rotator cuff or something. I checked the DL. He's been out for all season, so that kind of hurts us as well. Lineup wise, we're looking really nice. At any point you can stop to look at the stats. Valito 81 overall, Goldschmidt 98 overall, 313 average, 321 for Machado, who's 97. Brinson's up to a 78. He's hitting 285. 301 for Real Muto. Starlin Castro's 248. Dietrich's 280. And then Cameron Maben's 242. Our bench is looking okay. Not that great. I may look for one more relief pitcher at the deadline. So let me see if I can work my magic. The trade we're going to be making is 85 overall Alex Claudio for Steckenrider, Isan Diaz, and BJ Lopez. BJ Lopez is a 59 overall player with C potential. Isan Diaz is a B potential, almost 70 overall. But we have some other players coming up. Williams also has B potential, or William Kim has B potential. Hansen, Giovatella. So we got some decent players, and Steckenrider is just not performing well, and we need this arm in the bullpen. So let's make this trade. With the trade, the lineup's just looking really nice. We got another lefty in the bullpen now. Davinsky, Barraclaw, Rosenthal, Strope, and Chapman. And you've already seen the lineup and the starting rotation. Let's sim to the end of the season. Hopefully make the playoffs. So at the end of the year, look at this. The Marlins have finished the season 93-69 and won the division. We're taking on the Brewers in the divisional series. Let's quickly take a look at the league leaders of everything. Basically the National League. Bryce Harper finished the best with batting average. Manny Machado hit 319, which is nice to see. Anybody else on the list from us? Real Muto and Segura pretty close to 300 as well. American League, Miggy hit 352. Wow. Hits wise, let's see if we got anybody. Machado had 195 hits. Goldschmidt had 184 hits, and then Segura had 174. Altuve had 196 for the AL at bats. Not worried about doubles. Hosmer. Do we have anybody on the list? Machado had a year. We're definitely going to be looking at his stats. Correa had 47. Triples. Anybody with triples on our team? Luke Valito. That dude just is a monster. Can't believe he's a free agency pickup. Jose Ramirez got 12 in the AL. Home runs 50 for Bellinger. Goldschmidt with 41. Machado with 32. Nope, doesn't look like anybody else. In the AL, Judge had 43. RBIs, Stanton had 131 in the AL, 129 Bellinger. Machado had 120. Goldschmidt had 113. We're looking pretty solid. Runs, stolen bases based on balls, slugging percentage, wins 20 for Baumgartner, 18 for Stroman, and 15 for Kyle Hendricks. That's good to see. Losses, Kyle Hendricks only had 3 on the year. He went 15-3. What a season for Kyle Hendricks. And saves wise, I'm not expecting anybody from us. 62 saves for Kenley Jansen. That's crazy. Kelvin Herrera had 48 in the AL. That's just madness. No injuries, which is good to see. Let's check the award winners. National League was Cody Bellinger, and in the AL was Giancarlo Stanton. Cy Young went to Kershaw and Sale. Batting title, Miggy and Bryce Harper. Reliever, Kenley and Kelvin Herrera. Fernando Romero was Rookie of the Year, and Mario Tejada. Bryce Harper won the Hank Aaron Award, as well as Miggy. And then Gold Gloves. JT Real Muto was the only award winner we won there. Pitching rotation, let's look at this. Stroman 18-8. What a good pickup he was at the beginning of the year. Kyle Hendricks as well, 15-3 with a 3 ERA. 8-12 for Harlan Garcia, but not too bad overall. I mean, his stats don't look too bad at all. Tyson Ross went 6-9, and Chen went 8-8. In terms of the bullpen, we're looking like some good stats there. I mean, 190 for Claudio. What a ERA. He came in and did some work. Bearclaw did alright. Rosenthal did alright. Strop did really well. And Chapman seemed to do pretty good as well. At the midway point, he only had 9 saves. So he had 16 saves in the second half of the season. Not too shabby at all. For the actual team, 290 for Segura. He's up to an 83. Belitto, 83 overall. This guy was a free agent pickup. Like, he hit 259, 5 homers, 56 ribbies, 26 stolen bases, OPS of 694. He's amazing. What a pickup. 99 Goldschmidt, 332 with 41 homers and 113 RBIs. Machado's up to a 97. He hit 320 and had 32 homers. Brinson's up to a 79. He hit 276, a better year than last year. Real Muto almost hit 300. Starlin Castro 248, Dietrich 296, and Maben 260. 268 for Holiday, 215 for Hansen, not that bad, not that good, and Giovatella had a 250. Not a bad year at all. We're in the playoffs. Whew, let's do this. Alrighty. So playoff time against the Milwaukee Brewers. Let's see how the standings finished. They finished the year 93-69. They won the Central. Dodgers won the West. And then the Nationals and Cardinals got the wild card. Red Sox won the East. The Central was won by the Indians. The Astros won the West. And the wild card was the Angels and the Yankees. So here's the playoff bracket. I'm actually covering up Boston. So like where my face is, that's where Boston is. So we're taking on the Brewers. Come on, Stroman. We need a good first game here. We get the win. Kyle Hendricks, can you keep it up? Oh, we lose. Third game, we win. Come on, can we get the series win right here? Tyson Ross, we need you. And it comes down to the 5th game of the series, and we advance. We're taking on our divisional rivals in the Nationals. Woo! It's getting serious now. Stroman, come on, bud. Let's get this hot start going. Lose, okay. Hendricks, loss, not good. Garcia, loss, not good. Are we really gonna get swept by the Nationals? Okay, we're still alive. Chen, okay, we're still going. We need this win, Stroman. Oh man, Game 7, Kyle Hendricks, come on. We're going to the World Series. We're going to the World Series. Oh, we're playing Houston in the World Series. Woo! Alrighty. 7-game series. We're starting off with Harlan Garcia versus Lance McCullers. Let's do this. First game's a loss. Not a good start. Come on, Tyson Ross. Let's rebound. 2 games down. Okay, we get the win in the 3rd game. We're looking okay. Get the 2nd win. We're tied up 2-2. We're down. It all comes down to this.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Inside the Show, your source for all postseason news. Here's a recap of yesterday's playoff baseball.
Game 7 World Series. Oh my God. And it's coming down to Tyson Ross. Game 7, it comes down to Garrett Cole versus Tyson Ross. Not necessarily Tyson Ross, the person I want, but we're going to do a quick manage. We're going to go old school with this one. I like that. Minute Maid Park. Oh man, I really want to throw Stroman out there, but I know that's not a good idea. The lineup's going to stay the same. We're going to leave it. Dietrich's going to stay in. This is crazy. Alrighty. Let's tell him to swing it. Ground out. Okay. Belitto. Strikeout. Goldschmidt. Walks. Okay. Machado swing. Walks. Okay. 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 Come on. Brinson. Do some work. Grounds out. Okay. So far, so not good. Alrighty. First inning, we allowed a run. Not too good. Come on, Real Muto. Dietrich. Okay, Dietrich's on first. Come on, Maben. 2 outs. Keep it going. Okay, not too good. Jose Abreu. Singles. Strikeout. Okay, Chris Davis, get him out. Strikeout. Okay, Alfonso, let's get him out. Stolen base. How are you going to let Abreu steal on you? Okay. Come on, Segura. No. Bolito. Anybody. Goldschmidt. Doubles. Come on, Machado. This is your time to win the game. Okay. Altuve's up now. He rounds out. Reddick singles. Correa's up now. Flies out. And Springer strikes out. Okay, we're still in this. We're still in this. Come on. Someone just get on base. Okay. Dietrich. Okay. Any contact scores. He walks it in. Segura. Come on. Lines out. No. Come on, Bolito. It's your time to shine. Flies out. Oh, we wasted it. Justin Bohr. All right. Pitch to him. Strikes him out. There we go. Jose Abreu flies out. Bregman flies out. Okay. Goldschmidt start us off right. Singles. There we go. Machado strikes out. No. Brinson singles. Real Muto, please. Strikes out. No. Castro grounds out. 5th inning. Alrighty, come on. Walk, not a good start. We do get the fly out. We get Altuve and we get Reddick. We're looking good. Dietrich starts us off with a single. Maben strikes out. Alright, Segura, come on. We need you. 0 for 3 today. We need you right now. Strikes out. Bolito, 0 for 3. Same thing. We need you. Singles. There we go. Goldschmidt. If there was ever a time for you to go yard, right now. Walks. Machado. Go yard. Please. Fielder's choice. Oh, no. But we do get a 1-2-3 inning. Okay. Brinson. Pitching change. Okay. Brinson, come on, pops out. Oh my God, we're not. All right, come on, Tyson Ross, you're wheeling and dealing. Keep it going. All right, you're good. Dietrich, pitching, another pitching change. Dietrich singles. Okay, Maben strikes out, not good. Segura strikes out, not good. Bolito doubles. We take the lead. Oh my God. Paul Goldschmidt, come on. Doubles. Oh my God. Machado flies out. Okay, you know what? Not gonna take any chances. What do we got in the lineup? A righty. Strope's coming in. Grounds out. Okay. Reddick flies out. Okay. Correa walks. Not good. Springer singles. Not good. All right. Pitching change. I'm flipping out right now. Claudio, come in. Oh no, it all comes down to this. Okay. Brinson on first. Real Muto, come on. Singles. Starlin Castro, please do not get it out. Strikes out. Okay. Dietrich. Please. Singles. Any contact scores Brinson. Fielder's choice. There we go. Segura, please. One more run. That's all we need. Oh no, they got out? He didn't score? Oh, I can't believe I just lost in Game 7 of the World Series. I didn't even want to watch them celebrate. I'm so devastated. Oh, Justin Bohr. I hate you so much. Game 7 lost. Justin Bohr hits a 3-run bomb after I made a pitching change to go lefty versus lefty. No way. And that's how I lost. Well, I can't complain. This team is amazing. Like, we made a crazy good team out of it. And you know what? I can't complain at all. This team is unreal. Machado, Goldschmidt, Valito, a crazy free agency signing. So that's where I'm going to leave it, guys. We lost Game 7 in the World Series to the Astros, who have actually won it 3 years in a row in this save. So that's crazy. So if you guys want to see me continue it, maybe like a repeat, see if we can get back to the World Series, one more free agency, let me know in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys would have done differently with this team if you had the opportunity. But I hope you guys did enjoy this rebuild. I'm still devastated that we just lost that in Game 7. Oh, all right, so that's gonna wrap it up, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this Marlins rebuild. If you did, hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you were new and enjoyed the content. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.